ओए तू पागल है?
क्यों?
और ये तेरे लिए बहुत ज्यादा हार्मफुल है।
पर मैं तो एक ही बार पीती हूँ इसको हफ्ते में।
ओए तू नादान है। तुझे पता है मेरा एक फ्रेंड था, उसने डाइट कोक पी वो मर गया।
क्या? ओके फिर मैं नहीं पीऊंगी।
निकालना जरा वो प्री वर्कआउट।
Hey guys, what's up? So, before I get into today's topic, I am doing an IGTV video today for a number of reasons. Reason number one, a lot of people said that it's better for like continuation. It's easy for people who have the attention span of an ant, so you can just skip forward when I'm doing too much bakwas. If you're liking the new IGTV video setup, comment with this. If you like the previous videos, comment with a thumbs up. If you're not really bothered and your life is more interesting than commenting on IGTV videos, you can comment with a nah. Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about artificial sweeteners. So when I say the word artificial, actually that's two words. When I say artificial sweeteners, I lead with the word artificial. So anything that is artificial, you probably think is not going to be too good for you, and you're right. At the same time, there are some things you need to know before you shun artificial sweeteners completely. So a little bit of science for you guys. So there are a number of artificial sweeteners available in the market. Some of the artificial sweeteners that we see and use a lot are aspartame, there's sucralose, and there's stevia. Now, how does an artificial sweetener work? For that, we'll have to actually rewind to how does a taste bud work. So when you eat food, any food, it breaks down into molecules inside your mouth, and then there are receptors on your tongue. So this molecule, any molecule, is going to be a perfect fit for a kind of receptor. So for example, this is a sugar molecule and this is your sugar receptor. When they have a perfect match, the tongue is going to actually send a signal to your mind saying, hey, this is sweet, or this is bitter, or this is sour. Artificial sweeteners have a similar composition to, say, a sugar molecule, same sugar molecule, but this is artificial sweetener. Taste bud, the receptor, perfect fit, gives your mind a signal that you're eating something sweet. But these artificial sugar molecules actually get into your stomach and don't break down and digest, which basically means that you do not get any calories for them. They pass out through the body. So that's how an artificial sweetener works. Now there are varied views about artificial sweeteners. Some say they cause cancer, they can be bad for gut health, they can actually lead to weight loss, XYZ. And then there's one side of fitness enthusiasts, doctors, and people saying that they can actually help decrease calories, and in lieu of that, help in weight loss. Now, where do we stand, or where do I stand in terms of artificial sweeteners? Let's see. First, ask yourself this question: is your diet 100% optimum? Are you having whole foods, real foods? Are you having minimalistic processed foods? Is your diet mainly comprising of whole foods? Are your macros on point? Are you consuming the amount of calories you should be consuming? Because if all that is set, so having a little bit of an artificial sweetener here and there once in a while will not make a big difference. Now that being said, if I'm having, say, 2 or 3 Diet Cokes a week, yes, I admit I do like Diet Coke, and I do end up enjoying one occasionally. When you clip open the can, it's like, and you're like, nice and cold Diet Coke. Sorry, I do like it. But if I'm having, say, 10 Diet Cokes a day for an extended period of time, will that harm me? Yes, because like I said, artificial stuff, too much of it in your body is going to harm you. But 1 or 2 Diet Cokes, or even 3 a week once in a while, is not going to make much of a difference, provided the majority of your diet is whole and healthy. Now, if you're having too much of artificial sweeteners, say, not just on a daily basis but multiple times in a day, what this is going to lead to is that your taste buds are actually going to get less receptive. So when you actually eat something like, say, mango, it's going to seem to have like less sugar. It's not going to be as, it's not going to taste as nice as it would taste otherwise. Also, something like, say, which does not have sugar, say a vegetable, is going to taste like shit. That being said, there are a lot of researches being done and have been done on aspartame, sucralose, and they do not have any adverse effects when consumed once in a while. Studies linking them to cancer came back in the 1970s, and they were pretty much done on rats, and not every rat study, as you've seen my previous videos, do kind of transfer or translate to human beings. So that is something you don't have to be worried about. That being said, if I'm having, say, let's say I had a Diet Coke today, and you'll be like, oh, I had a Diet Coke, so I consumed 0 calories. Now I'm going to have half a cake or 5 donuts. That's not how it works, you see. So keep it controlled, have it mindfully. Don't be like, just chugging in Diet Cokes left, right and center, and putting sucralose and stevia and equal in your coffees left, right and center. Lastly, there are a number of artificial sweeteners available. Some artificial sweeteners may not agree with your gut. For me personally, I'm okay with having and consuming artificial sweeteners, but if a particular kind of artificial sweetener, when you consume it, gives you an upset stomach, maybe stay away from that particular artificial sweetener. Now when it comes to artificial sweeteners, there is a natural sweetener which is called stevia, and it's actually extracted from a plant. So if you are going to end up adding artificial sweeteners to your coffee or, say, your desserts for cooking, I would suggest stevia over other artificial sweeteners such as aspartame and sucralose and XYZ. I hope that made sense, guys. If you have any questions regarding artificial sweeteners, definitely comment below. Also, if you have any kind of suggestion as to topics that you want me to cover, again comment. On our next video, I am going to be talking about alcohol. Yes, I have been getting a lot of requests about alcohol, and we are going to cover, is alcohol good for you? Is it bad for you? Should you be even drinking it? Does it hamper fat loss? What kind of alcohol is better than what kind of alcohol? Is beer better? Is whiskey better? Is vodka better? Does it have less calories? All those questions relating to alcohol in our next video. Until next time, people.